where the vibe is vintage. Buckle up.
Hey everybody, welcome in. We are on the Create a Junk Jar Raid Train. This is Zoe's Treasures. My name's Tracy and I am here with my husband Noel. Hey you guys, we are waiting for a Reworker's Passion, Miss Leslie, to come on over with the raid. She'll be here in another couple of minutes. So until then, we'll hang out. The shop, there's some stuff in the shop if you're interested. You can go and look at that. I'm going to talk about that too because I just thought it was so cool that like everybody's doing that today. So, but there's stuff in the shop. We're going to do things. I've got a couple create your own and then I have some already made. So we'll just kind of switch back and forth and just kind of feel it out and see how it goes. So that's what we're going to do. What I have in my shop today are a lot of different fillers. So bags, various bags of fillers for your junk jar. So depending on what your interests are, there's all kinds of different filler bags in there that you can purchase and put them in your own jars. So with that, we're just going to hang out for a minute here while we wait for Leslie. I hope you guys have been enjoying the train today. I have had so much fun watching. I had to run out and run an errand really quick this morning, but I was watching the whole time while my husband was covering my mod duties for me. No, it's been great. And I love the creativity. It's blown me away. Like you can do so much with a jar and it is catching on. It is catching on. I've heard about other junk jar raid trains. I keep saying it. This is going to be a huge trend on Whatnot, and I think it's starting, and we are on the front end of it. So we're trendsetters, everybody. How about that? So, what is everybody up to today? Besides watching the train, of course. I guess I could take this minute here until they come over. I do have a show later on today. It is my Cozy Cottage, and there they are, Miss Leslie with the Reworker's Passion. Welcome, everybody, to Create a Jar Raid Train. I am the last stop. But I am going to keep it to the rules, and I'm only going to be on for 30 minutes, just like all the rest of our sellers on the train. And speaking of our sellers, I have to say that I just think it is so cool, and what a sign of community that Lake Erie Vintage and Southern Charm were wearing my shirt, and then me and Daisy Lane are wearing Leslie at a Reworker's Passion shirt. So how cool is that? We're all like, and unplanned. Nobody planned this. It was just kind of like, oh, check that out. How cool. So I thought that was kind of cool. But if you do love this shirt, Reworker's Passion, go check her out. She makes these. So with that, we're going to go ahead and we're going to jump into our jars. I was just saying before you guys came over here, in my shop, I don't have it loaded, but I do have quite a few bags of filler items. So depending on what your like is or what your style, there's different fillers that you can buy the bag and just add them to your own jars at home. So we're going to do a little bit of create your own jars, and then I have some already made. We're kind of going to go back and forth. We'll just see how it goes. Play it by ear there. So we're going to start with the small jar. I have 3 different sizes. We're going to start with the small one, and I'll tell you what your choices are. So what you're going to do if you're interested and you win this, you get to pick one of these jars, and then you get to pick one of the fillers, and I will send you both of them. So for this first up here, we have some dominoes. Then we have my favorite, which is a bag of little watch faces. So these are all like men's and women's watch faces. There's probably 15 or so of them in there. And then we have a baggie of tiny little china pieces, like a little tea set. So you get to pick your jar, and then you pick your filler bag. So we're going to go ahead and get that one running for the first one. And we do free shipping here at Zoe's Treasure, so you will not have to pay shipping. We're going to do 15 seconds, and that is up and running. So I hope you guys have been enjoying the train. It has been so much fun. I loved watching like all the creativity today and how everybody puts their own like personality into their jars. I thought that was really cool and kind of like their own spin on it. Daisy Lane, thank you so much. Would you like for jars first, 1, 2, or 3? Let me get the chat down here where I can see it so I can see your answer. So it's 1, 2, or 3. 3, and the wow, that was my favorite. I knew somebody was going to go for those watches. That is awesome. Let me stick a sticker on there really quick. I should have been a little more prepared. Unfortunately, look at me. I was not. All right, there we go. All right, and you know what? I failed to say a thank you to Choco Dog for co-hosting this train with me, and a thank you to all the amazing sellers who agreed to be on the train. You guys are amazing. Like, I've enjoyed this morning. I'm starting to find that I love the trains that are like half-day trains. I think they're just the right amount of time to like keep your attention. All right, we're going to switch over and we're going to do a couple pre-mades, and then we'll come back and we'll do a different size, and we can always circle back to the smalls in a little bit. All right, so for a pre-made, I did a little twist. I think I saw somebody else with milk glass this morning. So this one is a milk glass jar, and it is filled. The whole thing, you can see, we'll show from the top, filled with marbles. And there is at least 5 glowers in there, so you can see them glowing. So, oh no, 6. We have 4 littles and 2 big ones. So that's on the top. Don't know if there's anything more glowing down there, but we have at least 5 or 6 glowers. And if I can find this in my list, just stretching them out a little bit at a time. Yep. We're going to go ahead and get that one up and going. There is a pre-bid. Thank you so much for that pre-bid on there. I appreciate it. You could separate the marbles, put them in something else, use the milk glass jar. Kind of versatile here. Thank you guys for your bids. I appreciate it. And I love discounts. That is going to you. Thank you so much. All right, let's do another one. I think this I don't know, it's a toss-up for me today on which 2 are my favorite, but I really like this little piece here. Let me get it pinned, and then I'll tell you all about it. It is just the cutest little piece. Let's see if I can find it. I had it in here a minute ago. There it is. All right, so it is like, I think it's like a little feed, like gumball thing or a feed thing. You can actually pull the wood out. Some of the pieces are too big, so it's kind of getting stuck in there, but you could pull the wood out. I filled it with little bingo, like plastic bingo numbers, Scrabble letters, and some chess pieces. And I just thought it was so adorable, and just a little different take on than a regular jar today. And that one is up and going. I like the little bingo pieces. I've been saving them forever. I'm like, I've got to find something to use these little bingo pieces for, because they were so adorable. So, and he always does this. My husband loves to put me in the circle the minute I'm ready to turn around. All right. We have this one. This is the other toss-up on which ones were my favorites. So this jar here, it doesn't have a lid, but I don't think all the jars absolutely need to have a lid. This is my scissors and wood junk jar. So there are 4 pairs of vintage scissors in here. So we have 4 different scissors. Like this one has a worn out black on there, nice and heavy. And then you got these little tiny metal ones. And then various wood pieces. Some of the wood pieces are from vintage Tinker Toys. And some are just like little wood sticks, or not sticks, but like little wood pieces of different colors. So they're pretty cool. This is one of my favorite ones. And that one is up and going. Thank you so much for your bids. I appreciate it. I love the little scissors in there. I think those are my favorite. And Melissa, thank you so much. And like Daisy Lane mentioned in her shows, and I think probably it's been mentioned by a couple of sellers today, I will be separating. You'll get the jar and the contents in like wrapped separately. It's just not safe to ship any other way. All right, let's do this one. This one's quite a bit different. So this is no lid on the top. You've got this nice tall glass jar with the beautiful, like, it's like little stars etchings on there, little sunburst etchings. We have a deck of unopened cards. You have another bottle inside a bottle. We have just a bunch of miscellaneous. There's wood spools, little vases, all kinds of cool little thingies in there. And I actually bought these glass jars, and I was going to make them into some Christmassy thing. And of course, you know, I always have these great intentions of making them into something. And then what happens is we just sell it. Couple of swizzle sticks going on in there. So some really cute stuff. Thanks for your bids. Daisy Lane, thank you so much. That's heading to you. All right, let's do a build your own. We're going to go do a medium build your own. So I'm going to pick 3 jars, 3 of my favorites today. So this is a medium size one. So we have 3 jar choices. We have this nice tall canister with the lid. Has a little like star at the top. We have this fun one that has a cork that does come out. Or we have this guy here that's a little bit different shaped of a jar. Look at that, and it has a wooden lid and handle. Oh, thank you so much. I got this from Green 13. So I had one similar a long time ago, maybe like 6 months, and somebody made a comment and they asked if it was for sale. And you know me, if you ask me if it's for sale, I usually sell it. And so then I kind of regretted it because I really liked it. So I saw Jeremy had one day and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna buy one for myself and keep this one this time. All right, so we have these 3 jars, and then the filler you're gonna get to pick from is, we'll start with this one. We have 4. If you're interested in this train, send me or Choco Dog a message. It seems to be pretty popular. I'm going to talk to Choco Dog later, and maybe we'll do it again next month. So we will see. I've had like interest from 3 or 4 other people already. So, all right. To fill this, you get your pick a jar, and then you can either pick 4. These are Yates pottery. These are all vintage, 40 to 50-year-old Yates pottery vases. We have a whole package of various swizzle sticks. We have a liquor store. I know, they're all kinds. They're all different swizzle sticks. And this one's kind of cool. These are glass stoppers. I know they're hard to see. Let me open this one up. These are various glass stoppers. Most of them are in great shape. There's 4 of them in here, different sizes and looks to them. But I thought they would look really neat in a jar. So we're going to run this and start first with the jar, and then we'll see if you like it. I'm definitely interested. I have gotten so many good ideas. Awesome. Crystal, we would love to have you on a train. All right, so we're going to start this one. This is for the medium size, and it is up and running. Again, you get to pick a jar and then pick one bag that you can get your filler started with. I liked this morning when Choco Dog was talking on her show. She had said, she goes, I'm a jar starter. And I really liked that because it is true. That guy, thank you so much. I appreciate it. So would you like 1, 2, or 3? So we're going to go left to right. 1, 2, or 3. Number 1. Oh, yes, I love that one. So number 1. All right. And then would you like 1 would be the vases, 2 would be the glass stoppers, or 3 would be a whole little packet here of swizzle sticks? Which one would you like? Vases, number 1. Number 1, vases. That's going to look so pretty together.
Thank you.
I keep moving my numbers around here. All right. Okay, let's do some more. We'll come back to building jars in just a second. Oh, it's your passion in a jar. That's it. I love that tagline. We need to if we do another train, we need to incorporate that into the logo. Your passion in a jar. All right, let me put this over here. Okay, we have a marble jar. Marble jars are popular. Seems like all of us have had some marble jars. I do not know if there's glowers in here or not. I did not check. So full disclosure, do not know if there's glowers in this one. It came to me like this. I got a few of these at an auction. So let me find where it is. Here we go. And this marble jar is up and running. Full of marbles. Not sure if there's glowers. It is a vintage jar. That's about 5.5 inches tall. Full of the marbles. I played marbles when I was a kid, but I never knew they were so collectible until I came to Whatnot. I just knew I played with them when I was a kid. Okay. we have this one. So I don't know what's cooler, having all these like, that's not wooden spools, but like balls of thread, or the ball jar. I don't know which part of this one is cooler, but it is a ball jar with one of those old zinc lids. The number on the bottom is 15. I don't know if that's a cool ball jar number or not, but it's 15. And then you get all of these different color little spools of, not spools, like balls of thread.
Hello, Miss Leslie. I was waiting for her to finish.
I just talk too much. He has to, he's always over there giving me hand symbols. Here we go. I'm actually going to drop the price down on that one. All right, that one is up and running. So you get the cool ball jar with the number 15 and a bunch of spools of thread, or not spools. I keep saying spools, but it's not spools. The number 13 is, 13 is the rarest. Okay, so that's what I need to look for, is for 13s, because those are the valuable ones then. All right. We will do this guy here. I like this because to me, this is the essence of a true junk jar. So this is a Hazel Atlas Easy Seal jar. Skeins, thank you, Leslie. I appreciate that, Skeins. I will remember that now. That's my new thing I learned today. I think I've heard that word, I'm not a crafter. I wish that, you know why I like the handmade so much? Because I have this secret desire to like be able to do what you guys do, but I can't do what you do. So I just kind of live out my dreams by watching y'all. All right, so Hazel Atlas. And then inside, we have some old Tinker toys. There's some Wades. We have a little brass candelabra in there. I think it's brass. It's a little tiny one. Let's see, let me just kind of turn it around so you can see it while I look for the listing here. We'll keep turning while I keep looking for the listing. Atlas, where's it? There we go. All right. And that's going now. Thank you so much for your bid. I did, but I can rerun the marble jar. I'm happy to do that. Southern Charm, thank you so much.
Thank you.
So I do have to say, well, I have time here because we're good on time. So what we do at Zoe's Treasures is if you are in the top 3 tiers, we do a special rewards member only show on the last day of every month. We just started this. We had our very first one. I actually had to reschedule to yesterday, but we had our very first one. And there's not a lot of people hitting those top tiers, and we're hoping to encourage that. But we had I Love Discounts and Southern Charm and CLM Farm come in the show, and it's all stuff that I have not shown yet. So it's stuff I curate all month, getting ready for the next month's shows, and you get first crack at it. And Southern Charm got an amazing haul last night. So just saying, something to kind of go for if you want like first dibs on things.
Thank you.
All right, let's try a large jars now. So our choices for the large jars, I'm going to pull out 2 at a time. So this is the first jar, beautiful apothecary jar. And it's a little bit thicker glass. It's not super delicate glass. It was fun. So we have an apothecary jar you can pick from, or we have kind of this guy here. Nice chunky square jar. I don't know who makes it, kind of a regular lid there, but that would be such a good filler up our jar. Oh, you were working. Okay, well, you'll have to come next month. So we're going to pick between these 2. If you guys like it, I have a couple more jars I can pull out. Then for fillers for these jars, so you know what you're bidding on, we have up first our 4 spools. So we have 4 of the primitive thread spools that everybody is so gung-ho over. So you can pick that. We have a huge baggie. This is a baggie stuffed, chocked full of all kinds of vintage sewing supplies, a little bit of everything in there. It's just a whole sewing supply kit. And we have what I'm calling the antique filler because we have a little bit of ephemera. Look at that, cool. This is a Fine Groceries. Always bring this book. So this was like a book to track your groceries in, like way back in the day. And let's see, all kinds of other little, oh, there's a little teddy bear, all kinds of little antique-y things in here. Just some really cool stuff. So you get to pick one jar and then one filler bag. Yep, you get the whole bag. So you get to pick one jar, and then you're going to pick 1, 2, or 3 on the bag, and I'll send you the jar and the bag. And these are our largest size. I tried to break it up in size just to make it a little easier on knowing what the shipping would be. All right, so that is up and running. You pick your jar and pick your bag. I do have, if you have jars at home, which we all do, I do have filler bags in the bin. All different kinds of are in the shop, different kinds of filler bags. Daisy Lane, thank you so much. Do you want this guy with the lid, this chunky guy, or the apothecary? So we'll do number 1, number 2. Number 2, and the antique bag. So number 2 is this gorgeous apothecary and a little antique bag. All right.
Thank you.
All right, let's run this one more time. And then we'll go, actually, let's switch back and do a small one. We'll do a small choice. Oh, the marbles. You guys asked for the marbles. I'm sorry. Sometimes you just got to keep me in line. Just say, Tracy, you forgot the marbles. Okay, we're going to run this marbles again. Look at the lid on that. Isn't that cool? I have no idea what kind of jar this is. It doesn't say, and I'm trying not to shake the marbles around too much because, I'm not smart. But we're going to go ahead and run that. I do not know if there's glowers in there. I did not check. Could be. Thank you so much. I appreciate your bid on that. We do offer free shipping. If you weren't here at the very beginning, we do offer free shipping at Zoe's Treasures. Eerie Deary Vintage, thank you so much. That is heading to you. And how are we on time? We have 10 minutes. All right. Let's do the smalls again. We'll bring up some different choices. I have 3 jars left for the smalls. I have this little guy. It has a little clip. It opens up. It's like a little old spice jar. We have this one with the glass lid. I like that one. It's kind of a different apothecary look. And I don't know if this is a glass or a jar, but I thought it was cute because you can fill it with marbles or something really cool. And our choices this time are, we have some spools and some sewing supplies. So you get a little baggie of spools and sewing supplies. Or we have miscellaneous smalls. These are just all kinds of miscellaneous smalls. We have a barrel full of apples, little brass piece, all kinds of miscellaneous smalls. So there's just a bunch you can get you started on your junk jar. And let's see, we will put, this time we'll do carrots. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 handmade carrots. At least I think they are. I got them in an antique store that said handmade. So you get to pick your jar and your filler. There it is. And this is a small size. So let's go ahead and we're going to get that going right now, up and running. Thank you so much for your bid. You guys, thank you for hanging out on the train today. I really appreciate it. It has been such a fun train. Like I said at the very beginning, I am going to stick to the 30 minutes just so it's on equal footing with all of our sellers today. Extending Gray Shop, thank you so much. What would you like? We're going to go left to right for your jar. This is number 1, number 2, or number 3. And then we'll pick your filler. So 1, 2, or 3. Number 1 with smalls, with the little baggie of smalls. Perfect. That is going to you. Thank you so much. All right. We have 2 jars left. We'll run it one more time just to see if anybody wants this one. Then we'll do something else. I got a couple other thingies over here, and maybe we'll run some stuff from the bin. All right, so we have the little jar here, and then we have kind of, I don't know if it's a glass or a jar, but it is adorable. We have sewing. We have our dominoes. These are really neat dominoes. And we have our carrots. And I'm going to drop this down to 10 seconds. And it's going now. Thank you so much. All right, let's try something in the bin here. Oh, you know what we're going to do? Let's do this a little bit different. Let's just do the jar. So I'll change the price on this. You're going to get the jar. We're going to go ahead and auction off this jar in case maybe you have a collection and you just need a jar, or you found something in the shop that you want to start filling it with. So let me find my little random item here. And we are going to get this going. We're going to auction this jar off. We're going to start at just $1, and it is up and going. So this really cool jar with the little cork lid on it. And it stands about 8 inches tall. And Les Doc, thank you so much. That is heading to you. Let me get a number put on that. All right, of course, from all my numbers, I'm missing all my number ones. I am like a mess over here. You would think I would be a little more organized. All right, I try to be, y'all. This week, you guys ever have those weeks that you wonder how you even remembered to breathe? That has been this week for me. All right, let's do another jar, and then we can do some fillers. So we have, because we got about 6 more minutes. We have this big old jar in case you have your own. Yes, it has been that week. It is my first show, y'all. My name's Tracy, and this is my first What Not show. So it does open up. You can fill it with all your goodness in there. Fill it with your passion. And that is up and running for $1. 7 inches tall. Pretty good width too. It's about 5 inches. That's a good size. You could put a lot of passion in that one. Extending Grace, thank you so much. That's going to you.
Thank you.
Better screw that lid on so I don't drop it.
Christelle's Vintage. Yeah, that was this week.
Yes, it's crazy. Like everything was crazy. All right, I think this is still in the bin. I want to bring it out because it was one of my favorite. Let me just see if I can find it. All right. We're going to go ahead and run this guy here. So this is from the bin. And a little lust. There, passion and lust. There you go. So this is like a gentleman's one. And I saw some other people today on our train that had like poker chips and stuff. But we have a deck of playing cards. And this says Lockhead on the back of it. TWA. They have been opened at one point. I'm pretty sure they're all there. It's pretty thick feeling. Some wooden chess pieces. And then what I thought was really cool is you get some vintage poker chips. They are still in the box. And I love the colors on these. Like I just love like the maroon, the white. So you get chess pieces, some cards. I'm going to put the lid over there. We're going to go ahead and run that. And that is maybe not up and running. Not enough. Oh, somebody bought it already. All right, you were quick. You guys were quicker than I was. I'm like, what's that error message? I've never seen that. Thank you so much for your purchase. I didn't even see that flash on the screen. All right, let's see. This is a fun, if you like maybe a little more modern or a little more farmhouse, this is not in the bin. This was going to be one of my filler choices. This is a fun one though. So with spring coming, this is a perfect, well, spring coming. We're in the middle of summer. With this weather, these are not vintage. These are probably a little more newer stuff, but we have a daisy. Look at the daisy on the wooden beads. So it's a whole little pack of just fun pieces, a little wooden bee, a metal little water can, and 2 ceramic tiny mugs. So we're going to do all of that and we'll run it for just $1 because you know what? Why not? I like it. I would love to be a $1 a start seller all the time. I just can't do it yet all the time. And that is up and running. So you get all of those pieces together. Thank you so much for your bids. I appreciate it. You can put all this in a little jar or just separate them out and use them around the house. Homespun Cottage, thank you so much. That is going to you.
On its way to you.
Let me just get it put back in here real quick and we'll do something else. We have 2 more minutes, so we'll run one more thing and then we're going to go find somebody to raid. Do not know who we're going to raid today. It's going to be a mystery who we're going to raid today. So let's see. Oh, okay, hold on. My husband is telling me we need to do a giveaway, so I'm going to do a $5 Starbucks gift card really quick. So let me just put this in here because I have those on hand, so that's going to work. It just takes a second for me to add it because I wasn't planning on doing a giveaway, but when the boss talks, and I got to listen, right? Not really, don't tell. Any more? I do have some more jars. I can run a couple more jars. Let's do Starbucks 5. Man, they make you type in a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff just to give something away here. All right, everybody can get in it and confirm. Start giveaway. That $5 Starbucks giveaway is going. Okay, let's run this and we'll do another jar. And then as soon as the giveaway runs, we're going to raid because I'm taking a little bit longer than I'm supposed to. All right, so this is 3 little doilies like this. I think that's crochet, but they are no stains, rips, or anything wrong with them. I'll do a jar. We're going to do a jar. So we have 3 of those. We have this bigger doily, again in mint condition, and we have a hanky. So we're going to run all of that for $1. I think those are so pretty, would be so pretty in a jar. And then we'll run some more jars for you. All right, $1. Thank you, Natural State of High. This is a Reworker's Passion Leslie special shirt here. You have, thank you so much. Homespun Cottage, this one is heading to you.
Thank you.
And then we'll do a couple of jars while that giveaway is going. We have 4 minutes left on the giveaways.
Congratulations. You
All right, I have this
Blue
jar.
Jay level.
So I'm guessing that you were talking about blank or empty jars that you can fill. So I have this guy here, and it has like that flower or star lid on it. Really pretty guy. And that's going for $1. That jar there. This one is 6.5 inches tall. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. About 3 minutes
Thank
left.
you.
I tried to catch a name and it flipped by me too fast. Who was that? D. Hosbro. Thank you so much. What am I missing here? Let's see. More jars? Okay, more jars. My husband's saying more jars. We have this one. I thought this was cool. It doesn't have a lid, but it's an Atlas Easy Seal jar. I love the vintagey look. I don't know if these have numbers like the ball jars do, but I really liked this one here. This would look good with scissors or something in it too. So that is up and running. And normal like Atlas jar height, 7 inches. So it's kind of that. And She Joan, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Let's just do this guy. These are so pretty. So we sold one that was filled up. Here's an empty one. This would look so good with candles or sparkly lights. It has those little stars etched in there. It is a just beautiful jar. And that's going for $1. And it's a good height too. That is 7.5 inches tall. It's a really, really pretty one. Daisy Lane, thank you so much. All right, we have 1.5 minutes, and then we're going to do the giveaway, and we will go find somebody to raid. So this is the end of the raid train for today. But if you're interested, if you are like, hey, I'm on this train, I've got some great jar ideas, and this looks like fun, please message me or Choco Dog 6, so we can talk about maybe doing this again next month. But I'm gonna just kind of let that giveaway run out. We have 46 people and only 31 entries for a $5 Starbucks gift card. Even if you don't like coffee or tea or their amazing blueberry muffins that they have there. You can always, if you're a seller, use it for your own gifts. All right, let's see. Let's do, Swizzle sticks are always a popular thing. I have a whole packet here, probably about 15 or so. I'm just kind of eyeballing it, of Swizzle sticks. We're going to run these for $1.
Thank
And
you,
those are
Drama
up and
Queen.
going.
Thank you, Drama Queen.
Oh, the lemon cake. Yes. I'm a blueberry muffin girl, but the lemon cake is good too. I have had that. And Southern Charm, thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, we are down to the last 30 seconds. So I'm not going to run anything else. I appreciate you being here. Thank you guys for hanging out in the train. Thank you, Choco Dog, for being my co-conductor on this. And thank you to the great sellers that we had today. All of you are amazing. All of you brought the creativity, and your personality showed through within your jars and the stuff you put into it. And that to me is what really made this special, is just seeing the twist and how you, like what you guys did with your jars. I really loved that. Yeah, everybody was great. And I love that we were cross category. If you're just kind of joining in here, there is amazing. We had health and beauty represented today, handmade and vintage. And Jessica Nice 98, you're going to get a $5 Starbucks gift card. Thank you for being on the train. And thank you, everybody. Let's go find Co-Conspirator. Let's go find somebody to raid. And I don't know who it's going to be. Let's see who is on. I just got to find, I'm looking for the name I recognize. Let's go to Shalom
Thanks for
in
joining
the Home.
us. Buckle
We're
up.
going to go see Shalom in the Home.
See you next time